The electric fence that we're going to establish on the front of our property is going to skirt around and cut off the big pond from our animals. A lot of people who have animals would love to have ponds because that's a free watering source. Well, goats are terrified of bodies of water, so they don't go down there to drink anyways. And this is going to allow us to set aside some protected space for fruit trees. Spoiler alert, we're going to be getting fruit trees in the near future. When Wendy had me establish this fence line, she specifically wanted me to hit this tree because she thought that'd be a good place to do the fasteners for the wires. That turned out to be kind of problematic. There's a metal fence attached to that tree and it's not perfectly flat, so it kind of grounds out the wires. So now we're going to go to this T-post and it'll be a straight line except for this last little bit, which will be just a little off square. Along the fence line here, I'm going to establish a lane for the tractor. My brush hog is 5 feet wide, so I'm going to make a 10-foot wide lane. That way, as a matter of practice, I can brush hog one side on my way in and the other side on my way out. Rather than using string like I've been doing for the other fence lines, I'm going to use a 10-foot 2x4 and just set it right along every other T-post. That'll tell me exactly where to pound in the new T-posts. This one section will have a pass-through area for the electric fence. And as per usual, I'm going to just tamp it in slightly before coming back with my gas-powered driver to put the posts in all the way. Let's do a quick test run with the tractor and see how this lane works. One nice thing about having a double fence over there with that lane is it's really good protection against deer. Deer will jump one fence, but if there's another fence right behind it, they have a bad depth perception and they're very unlikely to want to cross a barrier like that. Of course, we're hoping with electric along the top that they're not going to want to jump over even a single lane or a single fence. So we'll see how it works. These ribbon streamer things are serving the same purpose here in Wendy's garden. They're strung out perpendicular to the cattle panel trellises to confuse deer and make them not quite sure if it's safe for them to jump a fence and get in here where they could do damage to the garden. So the fence is going to obviously angle down this way, and then from here it's going to go right back to the fence, leaving a whole wide area over there, cut off from the goats but available for fruit trees. I of course used the string method for the rest of this fence. I reused the string from previous stretches. This is a good long one here. It's probably best to do this on a day where there isn't any wind. Every little breeze is kind of shifting the string this way or that. But that's the advantage to tapping it in slightly before using the T-post driver. Once they're all slightly tapped in, I can sight down the line and move any posts that bother me. ran out of gas. This big section of our pasture isn't just going to be fruit trees. Right now, the vision is to get geese and or ducks, and they'll be able to take advantage of this part of the pasture and the pond. We ordered bare root trees, but there's been some sort of mix-up or delay, and they're not here yet. We don't know when exactly they're going to get here. But when they do, it's not going to be the optimal time to plant them. So we'll have to figure out how to keep those things alive so we can plant them possibly in the fall if they don't get here right away. Fruit trees are a little finicky unless you get them in the ground at the right time. That new fence isn't the only thing that divides this pasture. We've got a seasonal creek that runs this way. Because of large rocks and ruts, there are only 2 spots where it's safe to drive the tractor and my brush hog over this seasonal creek. One is down there, and it's marked by that fence line. The other is right through here, and I've interlaced large deadfall so that hopefully even in high grass I'll be able to clearly see where it's safe to drive through. Thanks for watching. Remember, your dreams are closer than the moon. Thanks for taking this trip around the moon with us.